not going to be a long one today. I'm kind of under the weather. Felt real, had a bad upset stomach all night. Got very, very little sleep over it. I am feeling better today, which is good. I have no idea what came over me yesterday. Not a clue. Boy. Wow. Anyhow, I hope everybody's doing alrighty. Got to kind of clean that lens a little bit. They get dirty. Well, there's the Cannebago. Hey, Ricky. Well, I'm glad to see you join me. Yeah, man, I had a bad stomach all night long. I kept running to the bathroom all night long. I'd no sooner get under the covers and warmed up again, I had to get out from underneath covers. It was terrible. Feeling a little bit better today, but... And the funny thing is, I didn't hardly eat anything yesterday. So to be that sick and that full of crap, I don't know. No idea what it was. Well, there's that pot petition. The elderly abuse petition. My Facebook. Well, I'll be damned. I kept feeling like I wanted to throw up, but I couldn't. It didn't. I kind of wished it did. I thought it would make things better. I did finally get up and eat a couple of Rolaids that made it a little bit better. That's all I need to get sick or something before my surgery, and them not be able to do my surgery. That would be bad. But here we are coming up into the new year, not very far away, huh? And we'll be getting back on the road, I hope. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. We're doing another trip from Arizona to Washington, D.C. If everything works out okay, good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. How's it going? For those that don't know what this is or about it, it used to be called the Cannabus. I've been on the road traveling since 2019 in this. Of course, it looked different a couple of weeks ago. It had a different paint job. I've just repainted it for the new mission. And it's the same mission so far as nobody belongs in jail for weed. Please scan that petition and sign it. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. You know that. I know that. If you don't think elderly people should be abused, please sign that one. Well, hello. If you'd like to follow the journeys on Facebook, which has almost all my stuff, that'll lead you to my Facebook. If you'd like to help out with the mission, that's how you can do it. And if you do, and you want a decal made with your name or something on it, I like to give back in return. So anybody that helps with the mission, I give back in return. I'll put something on the Cannebago for you. Yep, it's even got a new name this year, Cannebago. I call it the Cannebago because it is actually a 1987 Winnebago. And that's how I get the name Cannebago. For those that would like to know. I spent 10 years on the road fighting for the release of all cannabis prisoners under federal and state law. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Say, if you just Google me, you will see literally hundreds of stories on the internet, believe it or not. I've made news coast to coast, TV news, newspapers, headlines like "To Be Blunt." Had another headline in Emporia, Kansas. You can't spell healthcare without THC. So give me a second here. And another amazing thing that some of y'all might know and some of y'all probably don't know, and that is I don't just talk the talk. I'm one of them guys that walk the walk. And what I mean by that is I'll show you this. My legal name, 420 Jim. Yep, they put your last name on top. So I just don't talk the talk. I walk the walk. I need y'all to help me out by signing that petition online. Well, it's not helping me. It don't help me at all. Trust me on that. I'm not in jail. I'm not in prison. But it will say that you want all of our cannabis prisoners free and you want it out of the class 1 narcotics. I gotta see what that message says. I had eye retina surgery on my eye. Ah, you're crazy. I'll hide that comment. I don't like the stupid ones. What's up, what's up, what's up? Yeah, but putting on there, you know, things like that he bets this gets more butt than, you know, la-da-da. It's nothing about that. But, you know, haters are welcome to comment and stuff, but keep it the sexual stuff and, you know, stuff like has nothing to do with this. Nothing at all to do with it. Oh, Skinny, I do have trolls. Oh, I got trolls. That means that you're doing something right. If you don't have trolls, you're not doing something right. You know, I mean, think about it. The only thing I'm doing is trying to help other people, you know, like we're supposed to do in Christ, you know? And we all help people in our own ways and stuff. But that's all I'm trying to do, you know? I spend every penny I make every month on this mission, other than the food to keep me and my dogs alive. That's it. Every other penny goes into this mission. Yes, when I'm on the road, people help. They donate a quarter, a nickel, a dime, a dollar, whatever, and I'll give them a magic marker, and they get to write whatever they want on the side of the motorhome. When I come out this year, even though brand new paint job, yeah, I got a box of markers. And that's what I'll do here in March when I go on the road, and I'll of course use all my retirement every month, and hopefully people will come and tag the cannabis and help. You know, I only get 7 miles to the gallon and all, so it does take a little money to run a campaign like this. You know, I don't have no sponsors or nothing. You know, the only thing behind me, yeah, that man, Jesus. And this year, while I'm out traveling around, as long as I have them in stock, because they do cost me, but as long as I have them in stock, I'll end up, if you come by and say hi, and, you know, I'll give you a little Jesus if you come and visit me. March 1st should be, well, 7 miles to a gallon is not bad when you've got everything you own with you. But, yeah, like I say, if you don't have trolls, you're not doing something right. That means that you're doing something definitely wrong. And the funny thing is, my trolls, I mean, look where pot's legal now. Over half the United States have got medical or recreational pot. Guess where my trolls come from? States without pot. And then they wonder why they don't have pot in their state. You know, the people wonder why they don't have pot in their state. Well, it's because you treat advocates like me wrong and stuff, you know. That's why. I mean, people take time out of their life to try and help others out. And then you got other idiot trolls saying, I'm a scammer. I'd like one person to come forward and show where I scam anybody out of anything. Totally lies, just everything they say. They can't prove anything they've said. They never could prove anything they said. Oh, they went so far to say that I've tried to rape a girl and all kinds of stuff. And it's just as stupid as can be. I've been single for 12 years, and I'm really happy single. One day I might meet the right woman, but I damn sure ain't gonna go force somebody to do something they don't want to do. Not at all. To me, that's not, it wouldn't be me. I don't use prostitutes because if I want to mess with someone, they got to want it too. This thing that I want it and they don't, no, that's not for me. Real young, at a younger age, I had two friends run away from home. And they came, and I was 17 back then. And they came over to me in my cousin's apartment and whatnot. And we let them stay there, a couple nights. Well, the second evening, heck, I thought the girl wanted to just like me. We go over into the bedroom and whatnot, and this, that, and the other. And about the time we get our clothes off and lay in bed, she starts like a soft cry, and I'm like, what's wrong? And she said she really didn't want to do it. And I'm like, get up, get dressed, I didn't either. She thought she had to sleep with me because, we let them have a safe place to stay for a day or two. And I'm, no, not at all. And I've just always been that way. So that's why when people out there at Awesome Possum Band and Recreation, just to cover up the illegal stuff they did to me, and tried to tell the judge that I was trying to mess them around with one of their campers, and the judge didn't believe that story at all. Me, I just live for the good Lord above. That's all there is to do. If people get their stuff right, that's just facts. I like helping people, or trying to. That's why I like giving out the little Jesus figurines. Oh man, the smile I get from people and everything when I hand them one. They'll be coming by and I'll ask them, can I give you a little something? And they look at me. They probably think it's going to be pot or something. Now, I did tell two people the other day, hey, those are not gummies. I told them, those are not gummies. But it surprises them. Well, let's give you another look at the Kennebago for the ones that hasn't seen it. Everything works out March 1st, give or take a few days. As long as my retinal surgery and stuff goes well, then I'll be back out on the road for another year. Hey, Mr. Will Bird, how you doing, sir? There's one of my followers from way back. And see people make a donation, like see Mr. Peanut Butter. He said, could you put that on the side of your motorhome? He sent me $10. So I put a heart in Mr. Peanut Butter. This lady that gave me a $20 donation wanted me to do that for her. So I did that for her. She liked it so well, she had me do this one for her. Another real good friend and her son from Topeka, Kansas sent me a donation to do that one. So, if it's in your heart and you think you can help out a little bit, every penny I get, it goes right back to the mission. You can go back 10 years on Facebook and video and you'll figure that out. Like I say, I got trolls that tell you different. They tell you I'm drinking and smoking cigarettes and stuff, which I put an end to that 5 years ago. Because they'd make up lies. Like that I'm using donations and going to, drinking and smoking, paying for my cigarettes and stuff. 5 years ago, I quit alcohol and tobacco. Just walked away from them with the help of the man above. I could have never done it on my own. The good Lord above done it. So, yeah. Everything's possible in Christ. Everything is possible in Christ. You just got to believe and go for it. Mr. Will, I'm doing fine. I'm doing just fine. Now, last night was a different story. Yeah, yesterday evening I took ill, just like that. And it was bad. Whew, it was bad. I would have been going at both ends if I could throw up. I couldn't throw up. But I tell you, every time I got under the covers, it wasn't 2 minutes. I had to get back up and go take a crap. It was terrible. I didn't know a person could be that full of shit. And I really haven't eaten nothing yesterday. I ate 3 eggs and a couple pieces of toast. But man, you'd think I ate a 30-course meal with what all come out of me. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better today. Whew. I did drink a little water, which I hate. I drank a little soda, clear soda, and I had to try and eat something. What was it? I made some butter noodles, and I've kept them down, so maybe I'm on the recovery side. But I just had no idea. It hit me like a ton of bricks, and it wasn't a cold or flu. It was like a stomach virus, I guess. Don't know where I picked it up at, but I hope I don't pick it up again. Oh, goodness sakes. Well, right on, Mark. Right on. Hey, their name, I bet you their name's nowhere near like mine. Tell that guy to watch out, because if that's true, there's a guy that looks just like him, and his name is 420 Jim. That is my legal name, 420 Jim, by the way, for those that doubt it. It's on all my Social Security cards and everything. Here's my Arizona card. They don't spell it out, but 4T Jim. It looks a lot better when it says 420 Jim, but the only one that spells it out is my Cash App card. My Cash App card actually puts 420 Jim on it. Well, your strength is in your hair, my friend. Your strength is in your hair. Could be. You never know. Yeah, I've got a... Well, you ain't seen none yet. Yeah. I've got a little hair. Just a little. Thought I'd let it down for you a second there. Yep. Let's go back out and take another walk around the Kennebago. My granddaughter, 4 years ago, said, "Grandpa, don't cut your hair no more." And this is 4 years of growing hair and beard. Hey, if that's what it takes to make my granddaughter happy, my littlest one, that's cool. Hey, this is what it's all about, though. If you want to find me on Facebook, scan that. If you'd like to help the people, you know, the people in prison and stuff can't financially help me. They're sitting in jail. So it's up to y'all. I put up the time, the motorhome, and all my retirement. If you'd like to pitch in $1 or $2, that's how you can do it. Another friend had me make that cross. He made a $20 donation and wanted that put on the side of it. See? If you don't think elder abuse should happen, please scan that. That one's a pot petition. And of course, can't we all just get a bong? This is like what I was talking about, the tagging. All this white down here next year will look like this. Because I had to find some way to try and, you know, support the mission. You would think one of these big growers or big, you know, dispensaries and stuff would be helping out and trying to get our prisoners released. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit at all. It's all profit. Let's sell some weed. They don't give two shits about the prisoners. If they did, if the dispensary, just here in Phoenix alone, if the dispensaries got together and became sponsors and whatnot, I'd have no trouble at all getting to Washington, D.C. and back. But it's all about profit. That's why most weed out of dispensaries ain't worth the shit. You get better dirt weed in some. Now, some of it's good, but a lot of it is just basic bullshit grown in chemicals. I mean, trust me, from the day our weed was 100 times better, 100 times better in the 70s. It really was. You used to get the munchies, you used to get cotton mouth, you could be, stupid stoned for a couple hours. This newer stuff, now there's a couple strains that'll just put you out, but that's not what smoking pot and getting high is about. Works for some, but that's like just guzzling a bottle and falling out. Why do you want to do that? So, but to each his own. If we ever get the federal government out and everything, we should be able to grow our own in the soil, in chemicals, in whatever we want. Me personally, I don't want it grown in chemicals. You want to grow the best weed you've ever grown? Get you some good seeds. Don't buy the genetically modified ones, the ones that say guaranteed female, because they've been genetically modified off the bat. If you can get some good old school seeds, like find an old film container from back in the day. But if you get a hold of some good seeds, go fishing 3-4 months before you plant. And you could actually do this a year before, it won't hurt. But you go fishing. You want to grow the best pot in the world? Go fishing. Come back, bury a couple fish in a hole. Dig it down, foot and a half so. Throw you a couple fish in there, good sized fish, and bury it. A couple months from then, that's the best fertilizer you can grow anything over. The best. The Native Americans, they were the best growers there is. And that's an old Native American trick. So, for those that do grow, yeah. I actually had some old school pot. I've got some, and I put on there, that looks like shit. Well, that's what regular pot looked like before they come out with all this other bullshit. That's what regular pot looked like. But now you get all these really tight grown nugs and all. And a lot of it's got to do with the way they trim it. They trim all the little leaves and stuff off of it. Which, if you're paying that tight price, that's cool. But they've got people where they don't know some people don't know what real weed looks like. Ain't that right? Huh? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, my trolls try to convince people that I'm an animal abuser. If my dogs could talk, they'd tell you a totally different story. But see, there's nothing they can get me on. So they have to make up stupid things like, I'm an animal abuser. But my animals are on the internet every day. Every day. So, there's absolutely no truth behind the shit that they say. Huh? Is there? This is Lilu. She's 3 years old. I've had her 2 years. This is Jack's girlfriend. Now, Jack's a different story. You can go back the whole 10 years I've been on the road and see Jack. And he knew not to say that I did anything wrong with Jack, because Jack won't let nobody do nothing wrong with him. He's a little hellion. You act like you're going to scold him, he'll come after you. Rah, 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 rah. Jack's always been that way. Poor guy's 14 or 15. He probably won't be with us much longer. He's losing his back right leg, and like I say, he's every bit of 14, maybe a little older, and I'm just making him comfortable. Somebody that abuses animals, would they carry their dog out to use the bathroom every day, a couple times a day and stuff? Man, I don't think they would. But me, I'll carry Jack in and out because he can't get up in the motorhome. I'll put him on and off the bed. That's what we're supposed to do. We got to take care of the fur babies, huh? Oh, we got to take care of them fur babies, don't we? But it's so sad because they can't find anything real, real to try and make people upset at me. They do the stupid shit like I abuse animals and stuff. Well, the conversation's quit, I guess, huh? Hallelujah. But, and honestly, none of this is about me, except the elderly abuse petition. Now, that one has a lot to do with me. I'm elderly, and I'm sick and tired of these younger people just bugging the crap, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Okay? I'll give you for instance, okay? I'll give you this one for instance. My mom was murdered in the 80s on Christmas Day, of all things, okay? So everybody knows this. It's followed me for the years. And they know Christmas is not my real time of year and all. But my Christmas is getting better every year and whatnot. But, what kind of an asswipe does that? What kind of an asswipe thinks it's a joke to send someone in the mail on Christmas, knowing, which these trolls know my mom was murdered? What kind of idiot does that? And that's just one thing they've done. Just one. They deserve to be in prison, and hopefully that happens one day. There used to be 6 of them. Now there's 4. 2 of the 6 are willing to turn evidence against the other 4. All I got to do now is find the cop that gives a shit. And with my name, that's kind of hard. It's going to happen one day. The good Lord, yeah, I think he's going to make it happen this coming year. I really do. Because I'm going back to sue the city of Topeka, their police department, their whole thing. And I'll tell you something funny about that. Mr. Will that was on here earlier, he's not on here no more. I think he left. He might be on here. If you're on here, Will, you can chime in. I lost the very first RV in Knoxville, Tennessee in 2017. And after the fire and all, the next day I had a rogue asshole cop put my dog in doggy jail, took me to jail, impounded the burnt RV. Now all charges was dropped and everything, and I could have sued the living shit out of Knoxville, Tennessee, but I didn't. Why take, the citizens' money and whatnot, But I could have, and I would have won, hands down. I forgive them. Well, this year coming up, I'm going to make Topeka, Kansas, the poster child for not messing with me, because there was an incident where a lady actually came after me and actually bumped me with the front of her car. Now, here's the whole thing on that. Had she not hit and slammed on the brakes and made a foot-long skid mark, she would have hit me. Head on, just she would have plowed me over. So, for someone to be backing out of a space, they were totally backing out. Then they put it forward and come towards you. You're on the sidewalk, come right at you, whatnot, and then slam on the brakes. Just barely bumped me in the knees, but, that's attempted murder. Or at least attempted aggravated assault or whatnot. They're backing out of the parking spot. There's no reason to come forward. They're backing out of the parking spot, and then they come to and try and run you over. That person got it. The police would not even put my legal name on the police report. Yeah, that's how corrupt Topeka, Kansas police are. That cop that took the first report, he didn't like me. He didn't like my vehicle or my name. And of course, that's one of the ones that I'm going to personally sue. Because you just don't do that to people. Ain't that right? Well, anyhow, I'm going to get out here, folks. Lots of other things to do and everything. I do Facebook, 7 o'clock at night. I'll probably do one tonight. I normally do them every night, but it just depends on how my stomach goes, which might be kicking up a little bit again. I don't know. We'll see. But anyhow, folks, it's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. It's that easy. My dogs, Lilu and Jack, love you. I love you, and Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful evening. Peace out.